Hey, what's up everyone? Hope you're doing great. Let's start with the thing everyone's talking about, the new bosses. Marvelous went all in this time, introducing 3 absolute monsters that change how we approach endgame fights. We've got Chaldia, Insania Rex RT, and Immortal Void RT, each one designed to push even seasoned players to their limits. These aren't just reskins or stat-boosted versions of existing enemies, they bring fresh attack patterns, massive scale, and that cinematic flair that Titanic Scion is known for. Chaldia, in particular, feels like the centerpiece here. The moment that fight starts, it's pure chaos in the best possible way, with patterns that force you to constantly adapt midair. Insania Rex RT takes the fight vertical, testing your ability to track and manage aerial positioning, while Immortal Void RT goes full-on mechanical nightmare, combining brute force with unpredictable energy bursts. Alongside those titans, we've got new Rematch Simulator missions where you can challenge these bosses again and again once you unlock them. These missions, Battle Chaldia's Effigy, Battle Insania Rex RT, and Battle Immortal Void RT, are designed to let you refine your strategies, experiment with builds, and see just how far your reflexes can take you. They're perfect for anyone who loves optimizing loadouts or testing new weapon combinations because the difficulty spikes hard, but in a fair and satisfying way. You'll walk out of those battles either proud or humbled, but never bored. Now, as for the technical side, Marvelous also rolled out a bunch of fixes and adjustments that help stabilize the overall experience. The team has patched multiple bugs that cause mission crashes or odd progression errors in story and co-op modes. They also resolved several multiplayer desync issues that some players were reporting during Rematch Simulator sessions. This means those lag spikes or weird rubber banding moments that could ruin an intense boss encounter should be far less frequent now. Some fixes also touch on mission triggers that wouldn't properly activate, weapon tuning inconsistencies, and even visual errors where certain effects wouldn't display correctly during specific boss phases. What's especially nice about this patch is how it quietly improves the flow of gameplay without changing the essence of what makes Titanic Scion special. The mecha combat still feels heavy and impactful, but smoother input response and faster mission load times make everything more immersive. It's like the devs took a step back, looked at what players were saying, and really listened. The patch feels intentional, not rushed. There's also something to be said about how the balance tweaks subtly affect the late-game meta. Some weapons and frames that felt slightly underpowered before now hold their own better, especially when going up against these new Omega-tier bosses. Nothing dramatic or game-breaking, but enough to encourage players to revisit certain setups they might have ignored before. It's the kind of change that rewards experimentation and makes you want to rebuild your arsenal from scratch just to see what else you can pull off. Performance-wise, the patch seems solid. Framerate consistency is better in larger scale fights, especially when multiple particle effects are happening on screen. That's a huge relief because some of the older boss fights used to push the engine to its limit. You can really feel the difference when dodging and boosting across the battlefield. It just feels tighter and more polished. For anyone who might have stepped away from Titanic Scion after finishing the main campaign, this is the perfect reason to jump back in. There's fresh content, fresh challenges, and a renewed sense of intensity that brings back that original adrenaline rush. Facing Chaldia for the first time feels like rediscovering why you fell in love with this game's scale and spectacle in the first place. Overall, version 1.2.2 doesn't reinvent Daemon X Machina Titanic Scion, but it absolutely refines and expands it in ways that keep it alive and thriving. It's a reminder that this game still has plenty of fuel left in the tank, and the devs are committed to making each patch feel meaningful. Whether you're a veteran mech pilot or just jumping in for the first time, this update is worth every second of your time. The bosses are brutal, the fights are cinematic, and the improvements make the whole experience feel smoother and more rewarding. So yeah, load up your arsenal, head into those rematch simulators, and get ready to test your skills against some of the fiercest enemies this series has ever thrown at us.